Many times, the work that we're involved with is a capital project, for example. I'll give you an example. Customer we're working with. They had a $500 million data center rebuild of capital project, in CapEx expenditure they're going to make on rebuilding their data centers across a couple of different assets. Well, when they went back to the board, they put their financials forward to the board. The board said, okay, great, we're going to approve this project. When they came back, the numbers were looking like they were going to go to $750 million. That's not a very good position for the C-level person to be in. Now, we can spend all figuring out what the root cause of that was, what the program is, but the fact of the matter is someone's going to have to go to report to the advisory council, or in this case their technology council, which then is going to report to the board on where this overrun is, or somebody's got to come in and write this program. Well, we had to come in and write the program. Difference between what we do and how we do it is, in many cases, we put skin in the game in these requirements. The title here is truth to power. And what that means from our perspective is we deal almost exclusively with the C-level executives. They need to understand what the problem is right away. They need to be told whether the emperor has clothes on or not, and they don't need it to be in flowery language or anything else. It needs an answer. And we have to do these things very, very quickly. So in many cases, we're engaged and someone says, I've got 3 weeks. I need you to give me an assessment of where we are within a 3-week period. Come back and tell me what has to be done because we're getting ready to go to our board in another 4 or 5 weeks after that, and we need to be prepared. What are we going to do? As John mentioned, our organization is sort of split across many different areas. We employ people from the finance side of things, deep finance, from engineering perspective, from management consulting, from all different walks of life. But really what we employ is leaders. Because the difference here in many cases is that we've been asked to solve something that may have been going on for an 18-month period. We've gotten to a point and someone says, you're going to have to come in 3 weeks, analyze something, and give us a different direction or write the direction of something we've been working on for 18 months. Or it could be longer. It's embarrassing in many cases. It shows a failure no matter what. There's a failure of the organization in some way, shape, or form. And in many cases, what we have to do is you're going to find a couple things. We're going to go and engage with in most cases, not just the C-level, but with all of the other MD, executive, VP level people who are responsible. Many reasons why these problems happen and why these projects go off the rails have nothing to do with the intelligence, the intellect, the people, the personnel that are working within those locations. It has to do with organizational problems. It has to deal with the way an organization is structured, how decision-making was happening, how it was communicated. There's a lot of other reasons, but we need to fix it. So what we typically do is we go into a company and we grab whoever that dream team is that's internal, and we work with them right off the bat and say, listen, there may be some things here that we're going to have to disrupt, things that we're going to have to disintermediate, and as we do that, we're going to learn something along the way. But at the end of the day, you're either going to be on the train or you're going to be off. So that sort of talks a little bit about what we do and why it's a little different.